Ever stop to think how much the brain of a top soccer manager has changed? Like, really changed in the last 20, 30
Oh,
years?
well, massively. It's night and day, almost.
Yeah. I mean, you picture the classic image, right? The legendary boss pacing the touchline, maybe chewing gum furiously, making calls based purely on gut feeling, on decades of just watching.
Totally. That intense stare,
Mm.
relying on instinct.
Exactly. And now, you
Yeah.
see managers glued to tablets pitch side, scrolling through what looks less like tactics and more like, I don't know, a stock market report.
Huh, yeah, complex charts, heat maps, all that stuff. It's a completely different world.
It's a total flip. And that's what we're diving into today, this huge evolution in soccer management.
Hmm.
We're really going to focus on that shift, that tension between, let's say, pure instinct and the data revolution that's taken over.
Absolutely. It's like comparing two completely different eras, two different philosophies clashing. You've got these giants who built dynasties on intuition, on understanding people.
Like a Sir Alex Ferguson figure,
Yes,
perhaps?
precisely. Him. And then on the other side, the modern data gurus, guys like Pep Guardiola maybe, using numbers to find those tiny edges.
Game-changing information, really. So our mission today, I guess, is to unpack that. How did we get from point A to point B, and what does it actually mean for the game we watch?
Yeah, let's dig in. It's a fascinating story.
Okay, so let's rewind a bit. Let's talk about that first era, the time of the traditional tacticians. These guys felt like generals, didn't they?
Yeah.
Their presence alone was huge.
Oh, definitely. And you mentioned him already, Sir Alex Ferguson. You can't talk about this era without him. 27 years at Manchester United. Think about that longevity.
It's insane. And the trophy hall, what was it?
28 major trophies.
That was
Just an
fantastic.
unbelievable record of sustained success.
And the thing is, our analysis really points to this. It wasn't just one great team he built. He did it over and over again.
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? A lot of it came down to his man management. It was legendary. He knew how to handle egos, how to motivate, when to use the hairdryer, when to put an arm around someone.
That human touch, yeah. And adaptability, too, right? The game changed around him. Players came and went, but he kept winning. That's not something you just pull out of a spreadsheet.
Not at all. It was experience, instinct, that deep understanding of the game's rhythms, and crucially of his players. He commanded immense respect.
Okay, who else fits that mold from that kind of pre-heavy data era?
Well, you could look at someone like Giovanni Trapattoni, the Italian maestro.
Ah, Trappett. Known for defense, right?
Yeah.
Super organized.
Exactly. Defensive solidity, tactical discipline, hugely successful, especially with Juventus, but other clubs too. He knew how to structure a team to be incredibly hard to beat, again, built on experience and organization.
And maybe Renes Michels. A bit earlier, perhaps, but influential.
Oh, definitely, Michel's.
Yeah.
The architect of total football.
Explain that quickly. What was the core idea?
Basically, extreme fluidity. Players weren't locked into positions. A defender could surge forward, an attacker could drop back. It required incredible tactical understanding and versatility from the whole team.
And he had big success with it, especially with the Netherlands national team.
Huge success. Took them to a World Cup final. It was revolutionary for its time. So, yeah, these guys, Ferguson, Trapattoni, Michels, they relied on their experience, their tactical nous, building team spirit, discipline. Instinct played a massive role.
Okay, so that sets the scene for the old guard, the intuition-driven era. Now let's pivot. The game changes, technology creeps in, and suddenly we're talking stats, scouting reports overflowing with numbers, performance metrics.
Yeah, the data revolution really kicks into gear, and it starts providing insights that, frankly, were invisible before. Game-changing insights, like you said.
So who are the key figures leading this charge? You mentioned Guardiola, but maybe someone like Jurgen Klopp first.
Klopp's a great example. At Liverpool, his gegenpressing style, that high-intensity, immediate press when possession is lost, it looks chaotic, maybe, but it's underpinned by data.
How so? What does the data help with there?
Well, it helps optimize it. Data analysis shows when to press most effectively, where the triggers are, which players are best suited physically and tactically for specific roles within that press. It fine-tunes the system, measures player output, fatigue levels.
So it's not just telling them to run hard, it's telling them how and when to run smart based on numbers.
Exactly, maximizing the efficiency of that high-energy approach.
Okay, and then there's Pep Guardiola, Manchester City. Almost synonymous with a different style, the tiki-taka.
Right, the possession-based game. And again, data is absolutely central. Pep uses incredibly detailed analytics. We're talking about understanding passing patterns, optimal positioning to maintain possession, how to overload specific areas of the pitch.
It's like controlling the game's tempo with numbers, using data to just starve the opponent of the ball and methodically pick them apart.
Precisely. It's about identifying weaknesses in the opposition's structure through analysis and then exploiting them with precise, practiced movements and passing sequences. The level of detail is apparently phenomenal.
And it's not just the absolute top tier, right? This data stuff is
Yeah.
filtering down. What about someone like, say, Eddie Howe at Newcastle?
Yeah, Howe's another good case. He's known for integrating data analytics deeply into his coaching, using it to enhance everything from set-piece design to positional play drills to implementing their own high-pressing tactics.
So it's becoming standard practice, almost essential, to use these tools to find those small percentages that can make the difference.
It really is. The data provides insights that can genuinely be the difference between winning and losing a match, or even a title. Identifying a pattern, tweaking a formation based on live data, making a sub based on fatigue metrics, it's all part of the modern game.
Which brings us to the tech itself. It's not just analysts crunching numbers after the game anymore, is it?
No, not at all. Technology has turbocharged this whole thing. You've got GPS trackers players wear in training and matches.
Measuring every sprint, every turn, distance covered.
Exactly. Wearable sensors, monitoring heart rate, exertion levels, all sorts of biometric data. And then there's the AI.
Artificial intelligence, how does that fit in?
AI-powered analytics can sift through massive data sets way faster than humans, identifying complex patterns, predicting player fitness, even suggesting tactical adjustments based on live game scenarios. It's processing information on a scale we couldn't imagine before.
So these tools are giving managers like real-time feedback and predictive insights. That's pretty powerful stuff.
Incredibly powerful. It impacts training loads to prevent injuries, helps tailor individual development plans, refines team tactics against specific opponents. It touches almost every aspect of modern management.
So is the old way dead then? Is instinct irrelevant now?
I wouldn't say irrelevant. Not at all. What our analysis suggests is that modern management is becoming a blend. You still need that traditional coaching craft the man management Ferguson was famous for. The ability to inspire, to build team chemistry.
Can't get that from a laptop.
Exactly. But now, those traditional skills are augmented, supported, and informed by data-driven strategies. The best managers today are the ones who can combine both worlds. They use the data, but they also understand the human element, the feel of the game.
Right, so the game's still exciting, still unpredictable in moments, but underneath, there's this layer of cold, hard numbers driving decisions. These game-changing insights are everywhere.
They really are. Data analysis helps teams find those hidden patterns, maybe unlock potential in a player nobody rated, or find a way to outsmart a supposedly stronger opponent.
And understanding this evolution, this clash between the Fergusons and the Guardiolas, between gut and gigabytes,
Yeah.
it just adds another fascinating layer for anyone watching the game, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It helps you appreciate the strategic depth, the constant search for an edge that's going on behind the scenes. The numbers are now a fundamental part of the story.
So as we wrap this up,
Yeah.
it really makes you think, where does it go next? Will AI managers eventually take over? Or will that human intuition, that Ferguson-esque magic, always find a way to matter most?
That's the big question, isn't it? The evolution definitely isn't stopping here. It'll be fascinating to watch.
It certainly will. Well, that's our deep dive for today. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this soccer talk and subscribe to the AI Goat podcast for more epic soccer deep dives. Thanks for tuning in.